What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Chivalry 2. I want to talk about its release date, I want to talk about its beta date, and I just want to talk about a little bit about gushing about it. This is a game that I don't think many people would probably expect me to cover on the channel. I didn't expect me to cover it on the channel either, but the first game is a very special game to a lot of people. It was a game that kind of started as nothing, where it had like a small base, and it kind of grew into a cult following that eventually just became a very popular game. I don't even think it's fair to say that it's a small game. I actually did, with actually one of my very close friends, we did play this game. I think he was playing it one day. I went over to his house. I saw that he was playing it. I watched him. I started playing it. It's a very, very good game. I like these kind of, it's something you don't have to take too seriously. It's got its basic mechanics. If you really want to get super into it, it obviously can get a little bit more advanced as well, right? So that's just, I know that's a little bit of background, and just so you guys know, like, I'm not just jumping on it just to jump on it. I actually did play the original. I've seen stuff about Chivalry 2. I've never been all that excited for it, and then I saw, obviously, the kind of the developer diary, right? Talking about the second game, doing the release date, which is now in June, and there's also going to be a beta. So the game is releasing June 8th, and the beta, closed beta, is from March 26th through the 29th, which you can sign up for at a certain link, and I guess you just have to, search it online. Oh, and technically, you can enter for a chance. If you enter through the link, you enter for a chance. If you want to guarantee that you get in the beta, you do have to pre-order it. So that's the release date, that's the beta. It comes out on pretty much everything, and that's another thing, with the first game, when it was primarily on PC, especially back then, I was not a PC guy. I would say right now, I have like a gaming laptop. I could probably handle it now, or even like Chivalry 2, I can handle it now. Eventually, I'll try and upgrade that as well. But I was especially back then, I was only consoles. If it came out on PC, I really, and again, not really out of choice, out of I didn't have a PC that could really run much stuff, so I couldn't play it. Now, well, let me tell you, now it's still a good thing, because now I do have it in case anything does only come out on PC. But this obviously comes out on Xbox, this comes out on PlayStation, both current and last gen. And I will say last gen in this frame is PS4 and Xbox One. Okay, that's very exciting. And again, I've seen some stuff about this in the past. I had seen a trailer. I think there was a gameplay presentation almost around a year ago. But this time, this is the first time in actually quite a while that I've seen this game. My dear God, it looks amazing. Not just visually. I mean, visually, it doesn't look like, it's not like The Last of Us Part 2. It's not like the some of the most visual, heavy games we've ever seen in our lives. But it looks, good enough. And then you have the actual gameplay, which, again, let's not kid ourselves. You're playing this for, maybe you're playing it for, the gore. Maybe you're playing it for the brutality, right? But the gameplay looks very, very good, and I'm very impressed. And they talk about that in that developer diary of, kind of enhancing everything that you're being able to do, being able to move different weapons in different ways that you could never do before, but still keeping the general feel of what the original game was. It looks great. It really does. This is a game that, again, it was not, I will tell you flat out, wasn't on my radar 2 days ago. Okay, it was not. And when I saw this, everybody was talking about it. I follow actually an account on Twitter where they posted the trailer, and I was like, all right, I'll watch the developer diary. And I watched it, and I was like, you know what? It's actually a tragedy that I haven't talked more about this game, because I wouldn't say it's right up my alley. I won't compare it to games like For Honor, even though For Honor is generally close to it. But I do like these kind of, I'm not going to shy away from games like this. So I am very impressed with everything that I've seen. Again, I've seen stuff before, yesterday, but I am very impressed with what we have so far. It's right around the corner. I didn't even know this game was coming out in the first half of this year, if that was ever even known to anybody. But the fact is, we're going to see people being able to play it, and a large scale. I think you get to play 3 different modes at the during the closed beta. So you get to do quite a bit of stuff in it. So we're going to get people having their impressions on it. We're going to be able to see that, and then we're going to be able to play the game in just a few months. I mean, June 8th is not all that far away. I've said it before. April, May, June, especially I guess May and June, are really packed, and they're starting to get more and more packed every passing day. All these games probably they were supposed to come out in February, March, maybe even January, maybe even December. They're all being pushed, and now we're getting them probably in that May through July period. It's probably going to be a pretty busy time. So I'm very, very excited for this game. I would 1000% give it a chance. I'm not gonna. I guess I like to say percentages. I won't 100% guarantee that I will get the game day one, but I will definitely look at it. If the game continues to just look good to me, I can definitely consider getting it. I do think this is gonna be a big game. I think it's gonna have all the momentum, which is really a cool thing to see. It's gonna have all the momentum of the original game coming into this game, which, again, the first game really didn't start out all that big, and then it got there over, many years, but it got there. And I think this game is going to come in with that full kind of force. So it's really, really cool to see. In this case, bigger is kind of better, and so I hope that is obviously what they're trying to do. Obviously, you do have to kind of keep the core, especially the core gameplay, I would say, or I guess the core, what you expect from this game. That's what you need to keep the same. Everything else, you can just up it to 11, and I don't really think anybody's going to have a problem with it. You know what I mean? Again, like, it going bigger sometimes can actually be like a downfall. I think it's something that you kind of have to do here and hope you succeed, right? So let me know, guys, in the comments below, what do you think? Did you play the original? Are you excited for this one? Are you going to try and get into the closed beta? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, podcastnow15 is my Twitter handle. Would love to have you guys over there. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you all on the next video.